The metaphorical end of shifting the plastic, Blake Foster, happened sooner than I thought. I had no idea that someone would come forward and give one of the best interviews confirming or hearing the same allegations that Jason David Frank uttered when he accused shifting the plastic Blake Foster of sleeping with his daughter Skye Frank, and when she was underage. In the audio, he said 16. So Jason David Frank is low key canceling Blake Foster from Beyond the Grave. But Death by Chris, friend of the channel, who says, I was today years old when I learned Blake Foster, Power Rangers Turbo Blue Ranger, groomed and had a sexual relationship with JDF's daughter Skye when she was 16. I mean, there's audio of JDF confirming it. So, and I think this is what really puts it over the top. And Chris says allegedly, because there's no proof, right? How are you going to prove that they had an inappropriate relationship short of Skye Frank coming forward, which I don't think she will do because she's just not, she doesn't have the wherewithal, nor do I think she sees herself as a victim, if it's true, right? And Blake Foster surely is going to deny it. I mean, what guy is in his right mind is going to come out and say, yeah, I had sex with a 16-year-old? Not Blake. I mean, he's dumb, but not that dumb, guys. And some people are starting to pick it up. I started to see why JDF didn't F with people and would only go to shows with certain people. How are you going to do that to someone you once said you admire? No loyalty. Yeah, Blake has no loyalty. The Time Force Ranger was the one who was just outed for the same thing, but not JDF's daughter, though. Ooh. Is that Michael Copon? Yeah, he got some allegations. The girl still has her post up about him. And she's pretty famous. Oh, God, no, not this. I guess this will serve me right for giving the benefit of the doubt to people who don't deserve it. It just gets worse. I heard about that earlier this morning, too. Absolutely insane. Holy shit. Oh, my Jesus. What the F? What the whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. It looks like this after the bullying he did to Abraham Rodriguez, Nate Silva from Power Rangers Beast Morpher. Yeah, I covered that too. He just allegedly gets worse and worse by the day go. I had a chance to meet him last weekend. I ignored him and instead ran to Johnny's line. Blake had like 3 people in his line, typically none when I walked by. Huh? Yeah, ain't no way. Ain't no way. And I think this caught a lot of people off guard, but Reddit also picked it up. But you know how Reddit goes. They tend to, our Power Rangers removed it. Sorry, this post was removed by Power Rangers, even though it was up for a decent amount of time. Power Rangers have so many controversial actors. Yeah, like they all have a past. The sheer number of them increases the odds. Nah, it just turns off when you offer pay more. Often, then not only S people are willing to take the job. Maybe lots of actors who gets paid the big bucks are also total creeps. It sucks. I wouldn't necessarily call Blake Foster controversial since people would have to know who he is for him to be considered as such. Problematic though, yes. This is a weird take. In some parts, she's like 15, 16. They talking about how Skye knows how to manipulate people and how what she does best. She was already sexually abused by a sibling, so clearly this underage child isn't going to be developed in a healthy way, nor even have the healthy relationship because that isn't something she's going to experience. The way the podcaster phrases things and speaks is really gross and strange. They aren't talking about anything of modicum, of respect, and even state how Skye Frank has them blocked with no surprise. Just hearing the first few minutes of how the video and how they go about it is there literally no tact. I don't know how much tactful I could be. My goal is just to get the story. If someone had firsthand witness or their recollection of a conversation that they took with Skye, my goal is to just let them get it out. Do I think Skye is a horrible person? Yeah, but do I think she should be like getting her cheeks clapped by grown men if she was underage? No. This is an extremely gross situation all around, and hearing the person talk about it, makes the podcaster come off like a bit sociopath. What the fuck? These are buzzwords. The focusing being on Skye more often than Blake made me just stop listening altogether. So I don't know if it gets better halfway through, but the beginning half is so gross. To continue literally saying a 14-year-old is giving neck to people is just so absent of respect for the situation for the victim. I mean, well, that's occurring to her brother. Um, and I have to, I have to say it in a certain way so YouTube don't whatchamacallit. And someone who knows me said, yeah, Henry is very emotionless, insensitive, and detached a lot of time when it comes to reporting serious issues, whether it's Power Ranger related, drama related, or entirely different. This is just content to him, hence the lack of respect, empathy he carries at times. It's pretty gross. I mean, it's two gross people, you know? It's two gross people. And this is the sentiment for everyone on Reddit. And all Henry links should be banned. And they all are. From here to LSF, they ban me. Even if I have concrete proof, even if I literally have a person coming up and saying something, they like, it's a Henry link, ban it. And I get it, because I don't give two shits about any of these Reddit moderators or any of these two Reddit boards, because I'm notorious for calling them out for shielding fans from bad behavior in the Power Ranger community. Even when like all the stuff with Hector David Rivera was happening, they was like taking my stuff down and just leaving up like little nuggets. But you know, it is what it is. I'm listening to this video right now and I'm trying to understand the whole thing. So Blake Foster is accused of sleeping with Skye when she was underage. Her late father believed it. He did it, and someone else is confirming it happened. That's pretty much the gist of it. Also, someone is saying Skye had sex with one of her siblings. I mean, we got the tape. Like she gave oral relief to one of her siblings. I mean, he said it from his mouth. Jacob Frank said that happened. Something else about Blake being addicted to booger sugar, him, JDF beefing and getting Blake blacklisted from cons. A lot of pointing fingers. Yeah, the whole situation with the Frank family is very complicated, murky. New information comes out constantly as people are finally taking the time to uncover things behind the scenes, unknown, and kept under wraps. And I think that's the case, right? A lot of this stuff is new and coming out. And who would ever think that Jason would say what he said right here?
And Blake, I told Mike, you better talking world's toughest ranger. I just straightened him up. He's like, I know, everyone knows because you got a problem. I said, I hang with straight fucking gangsters, dude. So Mike's cool. I just don't like fucking Blake. And if Blake starts shit, he's gonna go down with that Skye shit. And if he's like, oh, I'm not doing it, take a lie detector test, bud. Here's 400. Prove to the world, Blake, that you didn't have sex with my daughter at 16. Do it. I'll call that motherfucker out.
And Jason did call him out. And, you know, like I said, this is not something that we ever going to be able to prove one way or another, unless maybe Skye comes forward and confirms it. Like, she is the victim here. Like, you know, whether people agree or not, victim. But why they would take it down, I have no idea, man. I have no idea why they would take it down. But you heard JDF's voice say it. Why would he believe it? Who knows? This is Blake Foster versus the internet. And what do you guys think? True, not true, in the middle? Let me know in the comment section. See you next video. Peace.